Good morning to you. It's 4 a.m. on this Wednesday, October the 9th, and here are today's top headlines. Parts of Florida getting ready to be slammed by Hurricane Milton. A live report from Tampa as the storm gets closer to making landfall.
Another hidden camera found inside of a bush at a local home. Details on where it was discovered.
And it's now win or go home for the Dodgers after losing Game 3 of the NLDS against the Padres. But that first inning was brutal. Second, you're right. First was tied. Second was brutal. We'll have a recap on the roller coaster game. Like if you saw the second inning, that's all you needed to see. Early edition of the Ktla Dt Morning News starts right now. Ginger and I were texting, and I was literally like, I'm going to stop watching. She was like, but you missed something. I'm like, well, I brought him along.
I believed in Teoscar, though, and that
was great.
That was exactly what he has been doing.
Amen. Good morning to you. I'm Chris Shaw.
I'm Megan Henderson. We appreciate you being with us. We'll check your roads with Ginger coming up. First, Kirk and Henry.
So yeah, more of the same in the forecast. We've got the low clouds and fog. We've got the heat, but the heat not noticeably as intense as it has been over the past few days. A look at your zone forecast for today. Cooler along the coast, 70 degrees, 83 downtown LA, 95 in the San Fernando Valley. We're breaking through the triple digits, as you can see. Orange County looking for a high today of 86, 95 in the Inland Empire. In the high desert, we should see a high of 93 degrees. Well, at 4:01, let's get an update from one of the biggest Dodger fans I know, Ginger Chan.
I will still believe, too.
Absolutely. Always.
Oh, yes.
You and Eric.
Me and Eric. We will be angry, but we will believe. Good morning to you guys. Good morning, everybody. The good news here is that we have less fog that we're dealing with in comparison to what we had yesterday or even earlier this week. And I'll tell you, look at this camera, right? I mean, it does look really foggy. I don't think it's terrible, though, and hopefully some of this will dissipate. The good news is, I mean, aside from the fact that hopefully the fog will dissipate. The good news is it doesn't look too heavy, at least not yet. I mean, we know that 91 at Green River Road tends to load up. Eastbound side, there hasn't been work, so that's some other good news, right? And so far, that fog, yes, as you continue in towards Anaheim Hills, may start to develop. So just make sure you give yourself 5 extra minutes, okay? That will help. And then we'll move you over to look at a closure. There's been a lot. Northbound side of the 405, right at the 101, the signs should be set up, letting you know, yes, we have construction happening here. A lot of construction all around. Weather's pretty good for that, and so you do have to be prepared. But again, you should already know about it. All right, guys, I'll send it over to you.
Ginger, thank you. Breaking news, 2 people are dead. Several others are injured after a crash overnight in Porter Ranch.
Ktla 5's Carlos Herrera live on scene with the latest details. Carlos, good morning.
Chris and Megan, good morning. We can tell you, according to LAPD, 2 men in their 50s have died after a late-night crash last night. You can see behind me here this a very active scene. The medical examiner has just removed the 2 bodies from the scene here as LAPD Valley investigators continue their investigation. And a tow truck is now in the process of removing both vehicles from this area. Let's get you over to some video here. It was just a little after 11 p.m. when police say the gray BMW was traveling northbound on Tampa Avenue when it crashed into a white Toyota that was traveling southbound and was trying to make a left turn onto Atlanta Avenue. Neighbors heard the loud impact last night. They ran out to try and help the victims. Firefighters even had to use the jaws of life to extricate the driver and passenger of that Toyota, but unfortunately it was just too late. Both died on scene. LAPD Valley traffic investigators say this stretch of road is known for speeding, street racing, and for similar crashes.